Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit-Down. I am very behind on this trailer, not just because I worked today, but as soon as I got out of work, I opted to go to AMC to see Madam Web, and that might have been a mistake. That movie is as bad as people are saying, and if you want to see my immediate thoughts, you can see them right up there. But now that I am home, and I'm fed, and I'm feeling energized, and spoilers, I watched the very last episode of this show just to kind of give myself some context of where we're coming from, because I believe this is supposed to pick up right where we left off. What am I talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat. Oh man, you kids who grew up with comic book cartoons should be getting excited, because one of the all-time greats, the X-Men from 1997, is coming back with our first official trailer for Marvel Animation's X-Men 97. And as I said, I believe when this got announced, basically said that they were going to bring back X-Men 97 and pick up right where we left off. And where we left off, mutants are well known now. There are people gunning for them. You saw Magneto in Genosha, and then Charles is almost killed, kind of put into a coma. They get him, spoilers, they get him to come out of the coma, and he basically almost dies, and he gets taken to a different planet where they have, better technology for health. So you're pretty much leaving everyone off with like the X-Men with no leader. But it's like it's a positive vibe because Charles gives such a wonderful speech right at the end of the show. So with all that being said, in that context, like no Charles, I assume if it's picking up fairly close to where we ended, maybe Charles coming back, finding things out there. Obviously dealing with, the government and people starting to hunt down, the mutants as a problem. It's got all of the things that we know about the X-Men, and I can't wait to see us dive right back in to 1997's X-Men. So headphones are on. Let's get myself situated here. Get the trailer up for you guys, and let's waste no more time and take a look at the official trailer for Marvel Animation's X-Men 97. Oh, I love this, man. Yo! Oh, cool. They're doing it for us. Proud of his X-Men, dude. This is so cool. I'm glad I rewatched that last episode. I gotta rewatch the whole series before this drops in March. But I love, man, the old school TV. Oh, and such prettier looking animation that's full screen, not squared.
The professor entrusted us with his dream.
Yes, dude, yes! Oh man, so maybe he really is dead.
How dark it is.
Or they buried an empty coffin? Casket?
Believe in each other.
Okay! Yes!
Working together as a team.
Jeez, Bob, keep buzzing in my ear.
There it is. Dude, even though it's got nicer animation, I still feel like they're trying to make it look like the 90s. Like, with not as sharp of animation. All new episodes. Oh, it's so exciting, man. Yo!
To me, my X-Men.
Oh, fire me up, son. Oh, yes. Streaming March 20th.
The last will and testament
Of Charles Xavier. Ooh. Was that Jean pregnant?
belongs to me.
Oh, snap. He left everything to Magneto. Again, it's one of those, like, because the one thing they don't show you is that there is, like, again, because it's not fresh, I only watched the last episode. You have somebody that comes from a different place, that has better technology, that kind of is the one that wakes Xavier up so he can give that speech, and then the next thing you know, you just see that ship taking off. So, like, it could have been, like, maybe he went with her. Maybe there's a way for Charles to come back. But if not, if he actually passed away and they buried him, I think it's a ballsy move, especially when you have a lot of people, that are a lot younger now that probably haven't watched the 97 X-Men. You're going to be like, wait, what? Charles is dead? But that should be your cue to, like, go check out X-Men. The whole series is on Disney Plus. So I love those. Like they are picking up exactly where we ended. The idea of Magneto getting everything like left to him by Charles is awesome. And can we just go back for a second? Because in this gorgeous animation that, like I said, it's almost like they took the 90s animation and just made it full screen rather than like having to sit in like a square or anything like that. But oh my gosh, man, like all the wonderful things. I mean, you see a little Genosha in there. And last time we saw Storm, she had the long hair, so now she's got the cool haircut. I like that. Got to work as a team. That stuff is fantastic. Jubilee's there, and what was really cool was that I saw online. I'd have to find it. I should have probably pulled it up, but a bunch of the characters have the original voice cast returning. You're getting Logan, you're getting Beast, you're getting I don't remember all of them. I want to say you're getting Magneto. I think Jean Grey and Cyclops might have new voices, or maybe Cyclops. They might have new voices, but then they repurpose the people who used to do those voices for other new characters based on this one post that I saw online. So it's kind of cool to know that theoretically there is voice cast returning from 97 to revoice characters. Maybe they shuffled some people because maybe they're a little bit older, they can't quite get in the range of what the show was, and there's a lot of really talented voice actors that can match pretty well. I mean, I've been watching Rick and Morty. It's like my go-to background show, and I remember when season 7 started, I was like, ooh, you can kind of notice the voices are different a little bit. Not anymore. I'm just watching these on loop, man, whether it's season 4 or 6 or 7. It all seems the same. Like, the voice talent out there is fantastic. So it's going to feel and sound right. And they do. They are doing Jean Grey pregnant, which is pretty cool. But this right here, Gambit is riding on Wolverine and charging up his blades. Like, to see Wolverine's claws get charged up by Gambit, that's so freaking cool, man. That is, oh man, we talk about being off with a strong start with this trailer. That is again, so much of it is just seeing the characters, seeing the different places, but you want that moment that gets you freaking fired. Would you look at this freaking image? It's so beautiful, man. This makes me very excited because it does feel like the 97 X-Men. And like I said, the look, even though it's full screen and you're talking about updated animation, it's got the vibe of the 90s. Even just the way that it looks a little downgraded. It's all there. And then, like I said, you get the last will and testament of Charles leaving everything to Magneto. That should be just fascinating to play with. But yeah, man, I mean, I love this shot of them clearly are playing basketball or something, and Jean is refereeing because she can't play. It's all there, and I'm very, very excited for what was that, March 20th. So I was looking, it's 13 episodes season 1, 13 episodes season 2. Then it's maybe 12 and 19, 20. It's basically maybe 50 something episodes through the 5 seasons, maybe a little bit more, maybe it's closer to 60, which isn't terrible. It's 30 hours before March 20th. I could do that while also getting in another 12 hours of Dune listening before the 28th when I go to, or the 25th when I go to see that for a fan access screening. We're gonna be very busy in the coming weeks. But I tell you, you could, Marvel Animation, you could not have made this 90s baby any happier. I mean, technically an 80s baby. I was born in 86, but I grew up in the 90s. 97, I was 11 years old. Prime time for viewing the X-Men, man. I mean, I said for a long time that I kind of felt bad because animated stuff now I feel is better for adults than it is for kids. And when I see what kids are getting, sure, it makes sense for kids, but then I think about what we had, Batman, Superman, X-Men, Spider-Man, so to see anything from that realm actually come back, the Warner Brothers, take note. I know you developed a new Batman cartoon that feels like we might never see it, but maybe one day bringing back, well, no, I guess you couldn't really bring back the Batman animated series without Kevin Conroy. That would feel bad. So maybe keep going down whatever path you're going down with Batman on the animated side. But like, I don't know, man. The idea of bringing back the cartoons from my childhood, I'm just like, yeah, you could sign me up for that. This is really exciting, and I think it looks really good. It's got all the things, like I said, you're looking for from that classic show, and that shot of Wolverine getting charged up by Gambit. That's enough to put me over the moon until March 20th. So I'm gonna shut up because I'm definitely rambling and not talking about anything helpful. I'm gonna flip it over to you guys. What are you guys thinking, man? What are you digging about this trailer? Did you grow up watching the X-Men '97 cartoon show when you were a kid? Do you think that this is a good idea? Does it feel right? Do you like what they're doing? What'd you think of that shot of Gambit riding Wolverine, charging up the claws? What do you think about Magneto inheriting Professor X's everything? And if you didn't grow up with the 90s show, like, how thrown off are you that we're getting an X-Men cartoon that won't feature Charles Xavier, theoretically? There's always ways for these people to come back. But, anywhere you're landing with what we got from Marvel Animation, with their X-Men '97 official trailer, put it down below in the comments section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the C-Man anytime, we're talking movies, TV, trailer reactions. I'll definitely be reviewing all of the X-Men seasons. I'm not going to react to them, but I will react to the cartoon when it drops on the 20th. You want to be here for that. You want to just show a little love and support. Come join C-Maniac Nation where all that happens. All you got to do, jump over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the C-Mans, Cinema, sit down. I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace. Hey, what's up, C-Maniac Nation? Winter Ken here, where we grow out our roots and our beard, letting you know that you can see some new C-Man videos right up here and right down here. And if you want all those videos and show that man a little love and support, come join C-Maniac Nation right over there, and the C-Man will catch you on the next one.